You know, the busiest weekend of the year for local Christmas tree lots and U-Cut farms is fast approaching.
So when is the best time to buy a tree, and how do you know which one to pick? KOIN Local 6 reporter Sally Showman is live in Clackamas County tonight, the county that would know about this kind of thing, right, Sally?
That's absolutely right, Kelly. Clackamas County harvested almost 2 million Christmas trees last year, and Oregon is the #1 Christmas tree producing state in the entire country, with Clackamas County leading the way. The biggest, produces the most Christmas trees of any other county in the state. So we asked the farmers here at Kircham Farm for advice on finding that perfect Christmas tree.
We love it.
Sharon Reg Tollefson think Christmas trees 365 days a year. With 80 acres of trees and 20 years in the business, they have some valuable advice for all of us. Most surprising, it doesn't make much difference whether you cut your own tree down or buy one on a lot that gets them fresh each week.
As most of those guys get those things pretty regularly.
Leland Knopfsinger's lot in the Pearl District gets new trees daily.
Every few days I try and bring in a few more.
He says as long as you make a fresh cut, Christmas trees can rehydrate well, up to 2 weeks after they've been harvested. So how can you tell how fresh a tree is?
You can bend these needles all over the place and they're not breaking or cracking, or you can almost bend them in half and they won't crack. Where a tree that's starting to dry out.
Color is also critical. Look for the most vibrant greens. And if you're in search of the hardiest tree variety out there,
the nobles last longest in the house as long as they're in water.
Living in the #1 producing Christmas tree state in the country, Cher says that you can be pretty sure in Oregon that you're getting a fresh tree most places, unless
you buy them at the big box stores. Those trees have been cut. Many of them have been cut 3 weeks or 4 weeks before that.
So for those of us who like the real thing, there's one last tip to keep the smell going long after the tree has lost its scent. Pop these little pitch blisters near the bottom of the trunk and you're in for a real pine fresh treat.
Just like opening a fresh air freshener.
That is such a great trick, and I didn't know anything about that until today. So pop those blisters at the bottom of your tree when your tree stops smelling. Also, one final piece of advice: in the first 2 days you have your tree in your house, it can drink up to a gallon of water. So stay on top of watering your tree, because once the pitch seals up the bottom of the tree, it's really hard for it to suck up that water. Reporting for you live near Oregon City, Sally Showman, KOIN Local 6.
Sally, I'm going to pop those pitch blisters on the bottom of my tree, too.
Idea. What
a great trick. I'd never heard of it either. So here's a question for you tonight. What kind of tree will you buy this year for the holidays? Real or fake? And as always, share your comments and your story ideas with us on our Facebook page or KOINLocal6.com.